All right, everybody, welcome to the Wolfpack Podcast panel, live at Celebration Anaheim. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you're new to our podcast, we'll go over a brief history of our podcast, the exciting reveals from Celebration Anaheim, the exclusives, and much more. Then, if anybody has any questions they want to ask us throughout the panel, feel free to raise your hand and we'll try to answer that the best we can. And also, throughout the panel, we will have trivia questions with great prize packs to hand out. Once somebody answers the question correctly, we will ask you to walk up and claim your prize. If it is answered incorrectly, we will move on to the next candidate. So,
you got Dan too.
We also have Dan Curto on the line, so Dan, do you want to say hi?
Hello, everyone.
hey, Dan. Yeah, Dan wasn't able to make it.
There was someone else, Jason, he couldn't make it either, so we're in a big group.
Oh, and the bill, but that's because he's covering something very cool right now. We've been advertising that we're going to have a special guest, but he can't come due to some scheduling conflicts. That was supposed to be Freddie Prinze Jr., but because of delays, he can't come, but maybe next time. I guess we'll introduce everybody. We've got John here. I mean, he's our guest of honor today.
Not quite as special as Freddie, but I appreciate being here, for sure. So, I have a YouTube channel, Starwarsnut77, website, sw.77.com as well. Big Star Wars fan, so thanks for having me.
We also have Marco.
What's up, everyone?
Hello.
What's up, everyone? It's Critters and Darth Maul, you know. I always cover my face, so I'm just going to do it.
I'm Corey, and we also have here Dan Curto.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I can't be there in person. Killing me to be home, but at least I'm able to join you for this.
And we got Chris.
Hey, everybody, I'm Chris, and welcome to the most interesting podcast with a cell phone.
Chris also has a good website, Bad Motivator.
Yep, Bad Motivator on Facebook and YouTube. If you love astronauts, be sure to check that out.
And we also have Steve.
Hey, I'm Fly Guy. I run a website and a review channel, flyguy.net.
And so I guess we'll go over a brief history of how we started. Started back in 2014 with myself, Marco, Chris,
And a few other older members, but they disbanded from the group. So, yeah, it's just us now. And we added Fly Guy, Steve, and Jason from Yak Base, and Dan Curto,
and the Bill Logan, which they're not here right now, but that's because, like I said, the Bill's doing something really cool. If you guys follow our channel, you'll see it later on. It's really cool. That's how we started.
yeah, if you're new to our channel, we've done probably about over 135 shows. Amazing Star Wars Weekends coverage. We'll be doing that again next month. And over 8,100 hours of footage also on our channel. We try to do different things besides just the podcast. We do vlogs, reviews on action figures, anything collectible, you know, we do that. Oh, come on. Yeah, we have many celebrity guests on. We've interviewed Dave Benoit, Ben Diskin, Freddie Prinze Jr., Dave Filoni, Kat Tabor, James Arnold Taylor, of course, you all know him. Very great guy, a whole bunch of great people we've interviewed. We can't wait to interview more to show you guys and hope you enjoy.
Well, I think it's safe to say that everybody here's going to win a prize because we got like
quite a few prize packs.
Got a lot. So.
Yes, we do. We've got a lot of stuff to give away today, courtesy of Dorsey Toys and our very talented top sketch artist, Dan Curto, who's got some amazing, one-of-a-kind stuff to give away. But toys and lots of stuff to give away with the trivia. So, and again, any questions you have, just stick your hand up. There's no microphone, so just raise your hand.
There's some amazing customs up here.
Yeah.
Let's show these off real quick.
So, these are some custom car backs with a figure on it that we reveal on our Facebook page and YouTube during our shows. Basically, each of us, or Nabil, Chris, And Logan designed these card backs, and we put the figures on them. And there you go, custom card back. So yeah, these are some of the prizes, and we've got some laid out here. And yeah, well, I guess we'll start off with one prize, and we'll go into talking about this morning's Star Wars Rebels trailer. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first prize. Okay, so for this first prize, you'll be winning the main heroes of Rebels. So we've got here Hera, Sabine, Kanan and Ezra, and Zeb. And so the question for this one is, so in Rebels, there are 3 Jedi that appeared in Clone Wars. Does anybody here can name them?
Show of hands, I think the guy.
Yeah, you.
Okay, Lunar, Yoda, and Obi-Wan.
That's right. There were 4, but yeah, that's right. Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Damn. Told you it was a lot of giveaways.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Well, not a problem. All right, so before we get to our next giveaway, let's talk about that amazing Force Awakens trailer. I think everyone agrees that that was just phenomenal, overwhelming.
Did anybody here not like it?
Yeah.
Somebody disliked it on YouTube. They gave it a thumbs down. I don't know who that person is, but
It was Palpatine, wasn't it?
probably.
Star Trek fan.
Raise your hand if you had a slight wet eye when you were watching that trailer. Any grown men admit, oh, love it.
Who else got goosebumps? Like when I watched it, I got goosebumps. It was like, ooh. Yeah, it was exciting for sure.
How about when they showed Vader's mask?
Yeah.
Oh, that was chilling.
Still crazy.
Now, I have a question though. In the trailer, like Luke Skywalker says, "My father has it, not had it." Did you guys catch that? Was that like,
Yeah.
what was it? I was thinking like, are they bringing like him back, or what's going on? Like, why the choice of words present tense?
I guess they rewrote the dialogue and re-recorded it. So,
on for Return of the Jedi. That's why.
Was this Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, it was Return of the Jedi lines.
Okay.
but re-recorded.
Why at that point?
Yeah, actually, you guys got to meet Mark Hamill.
Yeah, okay, well, without saying exactly what he said, because I don't want to get him in trouble, he did also record something last week for it, so that is his voice over the Return of the Jedi one, so that's him, Mark Hamill.
So he went in and re-recorded those lines.
Yep.
Okay.
So that was very cool to learn from Mark. He didn't get any details he wanted to, but yeah, that's all he did.
That was a cool trailer for sure. I liked it.
I think it was a big impact for me was watching the trailer amongst people who just love this franchise. But then going back to the hotel room at night, watching it again and again and again, wasn't the same effect. It had a very different vibe and feel. And I think sitting there, with the same, just sitting literally just, amongst everybody watching, I know. So I think there's something to be said for being at something like Celebration, watching a trailer like that with people who love this franchise so much. So made it something special.
No, absolutely. Did anybody go to the Star Wars Rebels panel this morning? Anybody Clone Wars fans in here?
Everyone, Star Wars fans in here.
So Rex is back. That's exciting. Oh, did you guys catch this? Wolf is there too, Commander Wolf. Right next to him, he's got the missing eye.
But who's the third thing?
I was thinking it was Gregor. The third one could be Gregor.
Well,
Could be.
an interesting question I had, and Buddy was thinking is that Sam Witwer voicing the Emperor?
I think it
It sounded perfectly like him in the Force Unleashed game.
is. Well, it's definitely not Ian McDermott because when I went to talk to him yesterday, he specifically said he doesn't want to do animated roles. He wants to keep it movie only.
Oh wow.
So that's why I wasn't Clone Wars.
I thought his reply would be,
Let's do another prize pack. We're going to do this where we talk a little bit about something and do the next prize pack. And so this one's our Rebels Villains pack. And this one's a pretty simple question. Who is Kanan's Jedi Master?
Good friend.
Okay, yeah, dippable lava, that's right. So,
That's correct.
We gotta advertise.
let me assemble this here.
As he gets those together, Rebels trailer was just amazing. I wish everyone could have been there in this whole celebration and seen it. It was just, the sound, Vader looked amazing. I don't know what else to say about it. It's probably my second favorite trailer after The Force Awakens.
Is anybody here not seen it? Should we, doesn't want spoilers? Anybody anti-spoiler here? We want spoilers, okay. Chewie is Luke's father. It was, so did anybody not make it along to the panel this morning with everybody from Rebels? Did most of you get along to that? No. Starwars.com, I believe, is live streaming it, but it's certainly something you got to watch. These voice actors are just bringing these characters to life just like no other. And the second trailer, we just came from the press conference. They're really talking about how the next season is really going to be the Empire Strikes Back of the Rebels, and it's really incredibly dark if you think about it. Darth Vader, new Sith potential female character, I think. I don't know quite what.
Yeah, two of them.
Two of them it was, and a little droid on the side, which I don't know quite what was going on there. So
Barrislaki?
could be.
I never know. That's speculation, but that's a good one.
Nice to see what was happening on Rex as well, and the clones that they haven't been forgotten about, because as you said, there was more there, but Dave was very reticent to tell us how they all got there and what happened, and we know about the chips and so forth, but yeah, what clones bring it on, that's what I want to see.
There'll be more episodes this season too, right?
Yeah,
That's right, full
22.
season. Full season.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Who watched all of season 1 of Rebels? Almost everybody. Does anybody not like Rebels here? Everybody likes it.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, who was able to see the Bad Batch arc? Now, what do you guys think of the Bad Batch arc?
Echo looked pretty messed up.
That's what I think of it.
Just spoilers, I didn't see it.
Oh yes,
Okay,
spoiler alert
okay.
for those of you who've not seen this. Okay, so the Bad Batch arc with Echo and the rest of the Power First was supposed to be the opener for season 7. So I guess we've seen all season 6 with the books, and now we're up to season 7. Whether or not they're going to finish that, I don't know, but maybe one day. Something that Dave Filoni said on his panel, this was yesterday, was really cool. He said the people who grew up with Clone Wars who are going to work on Star Wars in 20 years could finish it. I like that. Definitely can happen.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Okay. So scroll down a bit.
No, you fax it.
Yeah, scroll down because that's where the questions are.
No questions.
Take one.
Do we have any small kids here, by any chance? Okay, anybody? Here, we got some figures to give to you guys. We're gonna do this. You guys want to come right over here?
This effectively is the giveaway panel. Please tell your friends.
All three. Take it away.
Dan, do you want to talk a little bit about your giveaways?
You can have them there, sure.
Yeah, we do. We have them right here.
Alright, so, sorry, folks, can you guys hear me? Before
Yeah.
Can you guys hear them clearly?
Pretty clear.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so some of you guys might know Marvel Comics got the Star Wars license back, and they produced a couple of really cool comic book series. And in their debut issues, they came up with some blank covers. So Corey was kind enough to send me a couple that I illustrated just to give away for this panel.
Yeah, so the first one Dan made was something we had in mind that we thought would be really cool. We've got Ahsoka right here, fighting Starkiller, and you got kind of Vader overseeing all that. So we thought that was...
Apprentice versus Vader's secret apprentice from the video game.
Yep.
That's
So-
cool mashup.
So that'd be kind of cool with Ahsoka coming back in Rebels. I think a lot of people are demanding Ahsoka merchandise, so why not make one?
What do you guys think about the comic books so far? What's your favorite? Ryan?
I am liking the Star Wars, just the main Star Wars. Yeah. I think it's really good. Vader, I love how it all intertwines with each other. It's very cool. And
The first couple pages, the scrolling, the big, it's cool. The intro.
yeah.
We did that.
Anyone in the audience, in terms of the re-release of these Marvel comics, has it spurred you on to collect Marvel comics again, or has it brought you into comics for the first time? Has that been something? Yeah. It's definitely, sales have gone up hugely. I mean, they're selling millions of comics. They're onto the 5th reprint of this thing. If you haven't started getting into them, it's definitely a good time, a good period to jump in and start afresh.
It's dangerous for collecting with all of them.
It is. There's action figure covers are just very.
Almost every week they come out with a new comic between the 4 series, So yeah, I like the different animation styles with the Leia. It's really I agree that the Star Wars is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's cool how Darth Vader the one kind of coincides with it too. Though.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And it shows Vader a lot more like his grip. Like he's very, I'm trying to think of the best word for it.
Evil?
Very dangerous. They're showing how dangerous Vader can be. And that's what I'm loving about the Vader comics so far.
Medicine, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I think when they announced a Lando comic is actually coming up, and we talked to Billy D, and he said it's about time that he gets his own stories. So, looking forward to that one.
My favorite is Kanan, just because I like the time period it's set in, and to see Kanan's growth to where he is in Rebels is really exciting.
Yeah, I like the original the most. I haven't read a lot of it, but I read the first issue and I like it a lot.
Well, it's also kind of spurred on a lot of older collectors, unlike myself, have gone back to the older Marvel comics as well, really seeking out the old original issues and some of the art as well. So it's it's not only new, it's old as well. It's making me go back to all the old comics that I missed out on. So yeah, keep it coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so let's go on to our next prize pack. This one is for the comic, and I don't know if you guys saw this on our Facebook pages or whatnot, but this is a shirt that was designed for our panel. It has obviously Ahsoka and Vader on it. So the question would be, who brought Ahsoka to the Jedi Temple when she was, when she first was brought up? I saw your hand first.
Master Floku.
I know.
Yeah, Floku. And speaking of Ahsoka, anybody here collect figures? So you guys see the Rebels Ahsoka figure on display at the Hasbro booth? Looks very nice. And we have the 6-inch one coming up too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. If you haven't stopped by that booth and check it out,
Dark Side
like,
Toys.
it's worth a couple trips just to check it out and get some photos of it. It looks really good.
Her vintage card is going for quite a bit.
Tell Dan thank you. This is fantastic.
I think one of the booths, had
160.
I saw 100.
I saw 100.
100?
So I'll tell you what booth it was.
When I saw 160, I was trying to.
It's a bit of a landmark in some ways that they're releasing the Ahsoka figures, because it's the first Rebels 6-inch figure we've had. So it kind of opens the door to a whole lot more. I mean, potentially for you, Chopper, Kanan, Ezra, the full lot, Inquisitor. I mean, this is great news that we're doing this. So.
Yeah, and they said there's more Rebels and Clone Wars figures to come. So
Nice.
We're looking forward to that.
That's really cool.
Well, when they said that more Rebels figures would come, we're talking about also the 5-point articulation ones. So I'm guessing based on the screenshots we saw today, guys, I would think Wolf.
See,
those Inquisitors.
Do you guys really know if Sideshow would come out with a Ahsoka?
I think it's likely.
Because that would be like,
Surprised they haven't already.
awesome. Yeah, I was kind of surprised with all the clone troopers they've been doing. I'm surprised it hasn't come up. But
I think if now they have Ahsoka and Rebels, and now that she's like here to stay for a while, like I can imagine in the next couple of years maybe them putting one out. But
They seem very clone obsessed at the moment because it's a very easy and simple, cheap thing for them to do to replicate all the clone commanders. But I mean, Sideshow and Hot Toys, the split between them these days, it could well be that Hot Toys do Ahsoka, which I think, you know, if they nail the likeness as they often do, that would be something special.
Yeah, it'd probably be the best bet.
Definitely.
Before we move on, what do you guys think of the Sideshow booth? You guys see some of the stuff coming out? That's it.
Yeah, some very good stuff. The R5D4.
Yeah,
Never announced it.
R5D4 is sweet.
Yeah, and every little detail on that R5D4 is just impeccable. It just looks really good. And
Darth Vader was there, I think, as
yeah,
well.
Darth Vader.
Hot Toys soundtrack.
And that R2-Me2, is that what it's called? That exhibit. Yeah, you guys gotta check that out. That is awesome. Like, I was just like shell-shocked. Like, how much detail these artists put into these R2s just make them different and unique. And you even have like a Garbage Pail Kid R2, if anyone remembers those. But someone actually made that. I was like, that's awesome.
Is that a Buzz Lightyear one?
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. Ben from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Yep, that one was cool.
If you guys get a chance to check it out, definitely check it out. Anybody go to the Force Awakens exhibit?
I want to go there.
So do we.
How long's the wait now? It's like a couple hours, right?
2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
Was it worth it?
No.
No?
No, wait 2 hours in this thing for anything.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's an awesome prospect.
thank you. There's a players alone.
Actually, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Ahsoka versus Vader Hasbro poster?
Oh.
It's a piece of art.
So the question was, what do we think about this Ahsoka versus Vader Hasbro poster?
Yeah.
Just for those who didn't listen to it.
Well, I love it. I'm sure all of you guys know that.
Yeah, Corey's the biggest fan of Ahsoka, in case you don't know.
Yeah.
And Ezra.
I think that fight's gonna happen in the end of season 2, but nobody's gonna die yet. Somebody will die in season 3. Obviously not Vader, so Ahsoka probably, unfortunately. It's gonna happen. How do you guys think?
Yeah, the exhibit next door, somebody pointed out that Finn's costume is in the display, but the photograph below is a little 8x12 photograph. And if you look carefully, there's Luke's Bespin lightsaber in his pocket. Somebody, I'm not too sure about the Bespin. You know, he seems to know about lightsabers, the hilt, and he said that is Luke's lightsaber. And
Oh, no, that's an interesting detail.
if true, I don't know. He seemed to know his lightsaber.
There's probably like little spoilers in those photos. I'd have to check them out myself, but no, that's.
And then Ray seems to be said Han Solo's pistol. In the photograph, there's a photograph by I don't know. So he says something.
The lightsaber expert.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that lightsaber, there was a whole theory about, I mean, it's not a rumor, so it's not spoiling it, but that lightsaber, like relics, that the Jedi and Sith collect relics based on lightsabers and, masks and, whatnot. Hence why there's a holocron. That's why there's a Vader mask and there's Luke's lightsaber, because somebody wants all these pieces. I don't know why, but somebody in the film, in the movie wants it. So maybe that's Kylo Ren. I don't know.
I believe someone's just obsessed with maybe the Skywalker legacy and obsessed with Sith, and maybe just these relics they want to obtain.
Could be.
We know that from Palpatine and some of the books that he was always obsessed with the Sith relics and then hunted all of this stuff down. I guess going back to the Force Awakens trailer, the Vader's mask is something that we've heard is kind of rumored to be some Sith powers or something going on there, but it's something we skimmed over that in the trailer. We never really kind of talked about that. Was Vader's mask was in the Force Awakens, so there's a lot of tiny little details in the beginning of the trailer. There was an X-wing plowed into the new planet, whose name I've forgotten. I don't remember the name of it. Jacob, thank you very much. It must have been one of the biggest battles in all of Star Wars happening on that planet. The size of those vehicles collapsing down there, and the Falcons flying through this thing. It's gigantic. It's like a Death Star or something. So, I don't know. Interesting.
Who here went to the Battlefront panel? You guys, anyone here? No.
I don't think any of us made it. I don't think any of us made it.
Really? I made it, unfortunately. I was like, I was in line, and it was literally one of those situations where like I was the last one at the door, and he's like, "Sorry, we're closing off." I'm like, "Oh, one more, please, one more." And he let me in, fortunately. So I was about 10 minutes late, so I didn't see the trailer the first time, but I saw it last time. I showed it again. Amazing. It's on YouTube now, in case you guys haven't seen it. But one of the announcements they made was they're going to have DLC tied around Force Awakens at that planet we're talking about, like a battle. And so the game, it's coming out November 17th, PS4, Xbox One, PC. But a month later, when the movie comes out, they're going to release this DLC as well, so you can play 40-player co-op, which is sweet, yeah. And it's going to be first person and third person, which is awesome, so I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
And they give away, did you guys hear about the system they give away? DICE gave away 3 really exclusive PS4 Battlefront bundle systems, right? And it was underneath the seat, so everyone's freaking out, you know, like, oh, check out the bottom of your seat. And everyone's like, lift up the chairs, and like, oh gosh. So yeah, they give away 3, only limited to 3 of these systems, bundles. It's pretty incredible. And they give 2 on Twitter, so I think only 5 of these systems were made.
So if you look under your seats, right?
Yeah, check your seat now. Everyone's all looking at seat.
You'll find them.
It was a really cool panel.
Yeah, the question.
Yeah.
Was there actual gameplay, or was it just like?
They showed, yeah. So the trailer, good question. The trailer they showed was actually an engine, the engine they're using. But they do have a booth here next to the hall. I think they're showing gameplay. Unfortunately, they're not letting people play it. I don't think it's a playable gameplay right now at this point, but it's pretty incredible.
I saw in the trailer as well. It said engine footage.
What's that?
It said game engine footage.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It's not pre-rendered.
Right, not
It's
pre-rendered.
as if someone's playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how it would appear if you were playing.
That's stunning, man. That was really something else.
And what's cool is that like DICE did their homework. They went to all the places where they filmed these parts of the movie. So they went to California, looked at Endor. Like they definitely did their homework. So I think it paid off. From what I see anyway. Another good one.
Yes, another giveaway. This is Dan. This is your next comic book. This is labeled Death Star Escape. So, question is, when did Empire Strikes Back come out? Date, month, and year?
You may Google it.
May 25th, 1980.
Close.
Very
No
close.
cigarette.
Isn't it May 21st?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that fire.
Okay.
Okay, you're not allowed to win.
Now I got both.
He's excluded from all competitions from now on.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do 2 real quick. Okay, is David Smith here? Okay, he's right here. He helped us print out these card backs, which are really well done. Thank you very much. So this is. So this is going to be for probably the best giveaway we have. This is for our Rebels set, which we've got Hera. So we got her in the bubble and whatnot. And on the back,
Just to see, I showed some of these to Hasbro the other day, and they were blown away by them. So well done everyone who's involved in designing and printing them. So.
well, and remember the entire Rebels cast will be here today and tomorrow, so you could definitely get these signed if you wanted to. Now Freddie's only here today, but if you do the red carpet event, you could get him to sign this. So we got Kanan, we got Sabine,
You get a lot. That's what you got.
we've got Ezra. You want to show the rest, Steve?
One over there.
Okay, I can over here.
Oh, was there?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Inquisitor.
so that's for the villains one. Make sure we got everybody here. Oh, do we have Zeb? Yeah, here we go. This is my favorite personally. This is awesome. Zeb. Whose favorite character in Rebels is Zeb? Oh. And the last one is just an Ahsoka card. It's ready for the figure whenever that comes out. So when it comes out, you can just glue it on the card there. So the question is, it's kind of basic. What episode did Fulcrum first appear in? What was the title of the episode?
It was Out of Darkness.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
You got it.
Nice.
You just want a big pitch.
Oh, you see that. Thank you.
Very much, guys.
Now you have to go home.
You'll not get them in Walmart.
Okay, so you guys want to go back to the Rebels panel, talk a little bit more about that? Because I'm kind of thinking full on about Rex right now. Did anybody
This is
think?
an intimate secret you're telling us now. So.
Did anybody think Rex looked a little chubby?
He's gained some weight.
Gained some weight there. Yeah. It's either that or he got strong. I can't tell.
You can't eat.
They all did.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
Eating bantha burgers, they have a lot of endurance in it. So, that's a good point. I mean, the clones have aged a lot. We know they age rapidly, but man, they really have. I mean, it's 15 years, I think, between A New Hope and Star Wars Rebels. So, or sorry, Revenge of the Sith.
No, pretty much the right.
Is it 15 years or something like that?
15
so,
after Revenge of the Sith.
So that's in clone years, like dog years. It's probably pushing 60 or something. I don't know. So,
You seem to have this kind of big burly pirate thing going on.
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
what I was seeing about him. The decked out walker that he had. It's
Yep.
kind of give
Yeah,
that
that's good.
pirate kind of feel. So.
And that has to be a new planet, right? Are we finally getting off lawful?
Yes.
Yeah.
About time.
So we know that, I don't know if they said this at the panel or if this was at the press conference, but he said that Kanan doesn't like Rex or the clones. I think that's probably because his master died by then in Order 66 and all the Jedi died.
It's a pretty good assumption, I think.
That's probably why.
I love the AT-ATs, the kind of pre-impression back version of AT-ATs in this. They had a kind of snub nose, and that's a whole other bunch of toys you gotta buy, by the way, from Hasbro.
if they make them.
Yeah.
Dance movies.
Dan, what did you think about the Rebels trailer?
I thought it was pretty awesome. Can't wait to see the gang back together again. But I tell you what, while I was watching it, I was waiting with bated breath to see Ahsoka face off against Vader.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I think that'll happen in this season. That'll be really cool.
It has to. It has to.
Might be in the second trailer. It shows up, midway through the season.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep that as a reveal. I mean, the fact they're going to figure a two-pack coming
Yeah.
with Ahsoka and Darth.
That'd be awesome. We're saying the same thing.
We're talking to Dave and pushing him yesterday in front of this, signing the picture of Ahsoka and Darth and kind of asking us, what's happening, what's happening? So, probably the finale of season 2, I would imagine, right? They'll save that. They'll make us wait for that one, that's for sure.
Well, like I said earlier, I don't think anybody's going to die in this season. I think they're going to wait till season 3. Maybe one of the rebels, maybe Sabine or something.
I don't think they'd kill her off that soon in the series, They just introduced her, why would they?
Yeah.
Before one season.
Okay, why don't we do another... Huh?
I hope Lando comes back, and this time he's flying the Millennium Falcon.
For sure.
That'd be awesome. Let's go to another prize pack and see more custom stuff. This is Obi-Wan as Mandalorian outfit. Who here has most of the Clone Wars figures? Okay. I gotta think of a good one here. Because this
Who did the custom then?
This is on the bill. This is on the bill. The bill made the figure, he made the card back, and then Chris. Oh no, the bill made the back too. This was on the bill, so I'm sure he'd be very proud of giving this away, but he's not here. So, just go with the basic question. Who voices Obi-Wan Kenobi? I can't tell who voices.
You're kind of rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Arnold Taylor.
Okay, well, go on up.
Thank you.
I know these are kind of basic, but we don't want to make these too hard where nobody can guess them. Because we had a lot on this list that was just ridiculous. So, yeah.
I was just going to say, we use basically YouTube as a kind of platform to do a video podcast. As you can tell, we're very well rehearsed here. So, any of you there, I mean, is it something anyone has ever thought of doing? Anyone wants to do a podcast? And maybe a question, what's stopping you doing it? What kind of things have you...
Currently, we're bringing on equipment to kind of, get to the point. And then not only that, I have a 6-month-old, and the person I'm trying to do it with has 2 children that are 4 and 1. So
Sure.
Yeah, I can contest. I have twin boys that are 18 months, and I usually do my stuff at night when they're asleep. Yeah.
These guys, I mean, I'm not kind of fringe member, I just joined recently, but the planning and work that goes into this thing, I know it probably, you know, just looks like a bunch of toy nerds talking, which is probably quite accurate, but it's essentially, it does take a lot of planning, and Corey, kind of Chief Wolf, I mean, the time, and these guys as well, all of them, it takes to plan and get some of these stars on, some of the people in the voice talent on. It's incredibly difficult, it really is a challenge. If you're thinking of doing it, yeah, it takes even more time than you think. And then the uploading and the labeling and the promoting it. And it's hard work, but it's great fun. And I think it's one of the nicest things is we've got people literally all over the globe come on this thing at all hours of the day. And it's just a great way of building friends and communities. And I've made so many friends. I came originally from the UK, then Australia, then here. You know, I used to be speaking to these guys from Australia at weird hours in the morning. And it's just phenomenal to finally get to meet people and see them, and it's all through the power of connecting online through podcasts. So never be afraid to do it. And a great thing I would just recommend if anyone's thinking of doing a podcast is kind of adopt the Nike kind of approach. Just do it. Don't worry about what people think, whether it's rough and raw and we're not prepared or whatever. Just do it, because it'll all get easier over time, and it just gets a little better every episode you do. And we did some amazing episodes. I mean, the first Force Awakens trailer, we spent, what, an hour and 15 minutes talking about it? And it was incredibly good fun, and people loved it. They watched the hell out of yeah, podcast, it's good. Go for it, do it.
We're just talking about YouTubers. We got one right over here. We got, anybody know Tony, Darth Phoenix 619 from YouTube?
I'm on YouTube, Darth Phoenix 619.
Does anybody else do YouTube videos here?
Plug yourself.
Okay. Do you guys want to talk about the Clone Wars panel? Talk about the Clone Wars panel. We're about to do another Clone Wars giveaway. So they were talking about the upcoming, well not upcoming, but what were supposed to be seasons to come. And they actually showed clips of Ahsoka in specific, like where she's at during this time, or when she left the Jedi Temple. She's got a new outfit. What do you guys think of that? The new render of Ahsoka.
I think Dave Filoni is just stepping back a little bit. He scribbled a little thing on an autograph the other day of Ahsoka. It just blew me away. He just, as he was talking to me, he's like scribbled. And it was this picture perfect Ahsoka with the ornamental aspects, and you know, it's stunning, the kind of look that he draws up. But yeah, she's looking pretty good. The design looks pretty good.
Okay, so let's go on to our next giveaway. Steve, I'll let you ask the question. Let me show the prizes first. So we got more of these custom stuff. We got Yoda right here. We got Plo Koon. Got Anakin. And we've got Obi-Wan. So
all these are one-of-a-kind things you got here. So question-wise, what can we ask? This is a Clone Wars set. Okay. Try to make it slightly easy. Stuck.
Here's the problem. We came prepared. Last night we couldn't access our Wi-Fi, and we couldn't get to the questions. So literally we had no time to really prepare for the questions, so that's why we're a little stuck with what to ask right now.
I've got a good idea. Okay. And it's nice and simple this one. So everybody get your hands up. You all ready? On what planet did Luke Skywalker find Yoda? That's this young guy here. There you go. A young guy winning our prize.
Might as well give away all the prizes now that we continue talking. Okay, so here's one. Oh yeah. Here we got Darth Vader from Rebels. When the video comes out, again, you can card it. Bill made this. Chris, you made this, and this looks awesome. Talk about it?
Yeah, when I was going through making these Rebels card back for the panel itself, of course I love vintage, and I just always like doing a nice little twist on things. Like I took away the vintage you know, episode logos and just put Rebels over it. I think it fits pretty well. Then just looking for some dynamic photos of the character themselves to insert into here. So I'd like to make them unique and just bring that aspect of them in action and maybe in certain moments of the, you know, the season. Then the back of them just kind of made up a little template of all the card backs that were given away during this panel. Then just, you know, talking about the custom card backs, what they were made for, you know, just for Celebration Anaheim, you know, created by fans, for fans who love a galaxy far, far away, but very close to our hearts.
Oh,
so,
what do
you guys appreciate them.
What do you use for the bubbles?
Just, you know, like those vintage, not vintage, but they're protectors for the figures.
Mm-hmm.
You just cut off the thing at the top and just glue on the back.
Clamshells.
Yeah, clamshells. Thank you.
Did you choose the green just because you just go through the colours and try and find what you think suits the character most, or?
Well, yeah, I kind of messed with a whole bunch of other colors, and green for me, for Callus, just stood out very well. And like Sabine, I did, that one's at home, I actually didn't make that one. That one's my personal one. Has purple and has very dynamic poses. And of course for Ahsoka, I think, just with everything in general, I went blue on this one. This is another custom Ahsoka that I made.
I mean, like most of us, I think our deep passion for all of us is toys. It's our number one. The toys brought everyone together. The toys are what we discuss. It's the lead thing, I think, most of the time that we have. But I've got a question.
What's your opinion on the Black Series figures? The Richmond one?
The new ones are just in general.
Just in general.
I like them. I'm a little picky and choosy over them.
What was the question? What do we think about it?
Yeah, what's your opinion?
I like them if I can find them.
Yeah, that's the next point. Yeah, I agree with you on
The
that.
ones I find are like the Han Solo, you know, like the common ones, you know, but the newer ones are really hard to find. I find Target are usually my best bet. I'm going to go to Target to find some more often than not, but distribution is really hard.
I think the waves are getting better and better. I wasn't into it at first. I got the R2 and Luke X-Wing. I passed on the Sand Trooper and Darth Maul, kind of regretting that now. But no, throughout what they've been releasing, it's been awesome. Like I'm looking forward to the IG-88, of course the Tauntaun and
the Han Solo and Tauntaun.
Yeah, Han Solo.
That was pretty sweet. Is that an exclusive? Have they announced that yet? Is that going to be exclusive to like?
I'm not sure about that.
I believe it is.
No, it's not exclusive.
Oh, question.
Do you guys know why the line is like scarce?
I think it's just distribution, and I know they're saying the port strikes, right? Is that what they're kind of blaming on?
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of it might be the retailers too, just because it's
It's like you go to the store and there's like two.
Right.
I work at a toy company, and I can tell you, they're no scarce. They're just incredibly scalped. They're really picked over. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the times you'll find that as we call them, if you don't know the term, peg warmers, that maybe will be sitting in stores will tend to be recent ones that have been Slave Leia and the Obi-Wan Kenobi, which are generally Greedo, and, you know, which is a great figure. But sometimes Hasbro overpack them or repack a figure that maybe didn't sell too well. A good example is right now they repacked the speeder bike, which came out quite a long time ago, maybe 6-7 months ago. A lot of people discounted, and then they repacked it again with the Tauntaun and Han Solo. That was a decision I think they made a long time ago, so they didn't have the foresight to realize that it maybe, you know, everyone would maybe try and grab one. But yeah, they're out there. Again, I couldn't recommend. I'm the one that bangs on about this a lot because I don't come from the States originally. And we don't get anything overseas. We don't even get half of these figures you guys get. So we definitely have to pre-order. That's what we're looking.
Got another question.
Do you all find the 6-inch is too trooper heavy? Like it's everything's a trooper, like again, it's like you're just painting a different color and charging us.
A repaint?
Yeah, that's
It's gonna be, you know.
notorious for that. Once they make that trooper body, they're done for a while.
Yeah.
They're good. They know it's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
We saw that with Revenge of the Sith.
A lot of collectors will buy mobile troopers too for their you know, display. You know,
So every time they make a figure, it's tooling that's required. New tooling, new molds. Everything's got to be brand new. So if you get a clone and you've only got to put a dash of red on it, It's going to be easier for Hasbro, so that they try and do that so that they can make more unique figures, such as maybe say a Bosk, which is pretty unique, and you're not going to get a different Bosk. So
it's a cool little figure too.
Exactly.
Detail.
One more question. Would you find getting kind of cheap on the accessories? You know, like that Kobe coming out and there's no hologram.
Yeah.
And it's like how it started off with the X-Wing look and the, you know, the first wave had more accessories, like the Han Solo had, you know, gloves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I asked Hasbro the very same question yesterday to the brand manager, and they basically said, "Oh, that's good feedback." I said, "Come on."
Yeah. Are you guys disappointed that Hasbro doesn't have an exclusive this year? I know they didn't have an exclusive at C6 either, and like they had it for a while. Star Wars Celebration. I'm curious why. I mean, they're obviously very involved with like San Diego Comic Con and do the exclusives, no problem. But you think this would be their core market?
Well,
you know,
somebody do a share one between the two. San
right?
Diego and us.
Yeah, absolutely. What's what Joe trying to do with like the land?
Actually, I have the answer to that question.
Sure.
I talked to Steve Sampson this morning about that.
Okay.
Why didn't Hasbro have exclusive? And he said that simply came from Disney.
Really?
That they did not want a figure being released before the initial release of the line. So that Hasbro definitely wanted to, but Disney said no. So.
For like a Force Awakens figure?
Yeah, before they do the full launch of the figure line.
But they could have done another exclusive though, right? For another like.
So that's what he said. He said it came from the top.
Give us a job at the San Diego last year.
Yeah.
This year it's supposed to be R2D2 and C3PO. That's what I've heard will be the San Diego exclusive. We don't know that for a fact, but I'm leaning towards that.
You want to do
yeah, well,
want to do
let's do this one real quick because I thought of the question. Because this could be hard. Okay. Can anybody pronounce the gentleman that voices this character, Callus? Can somebody say his first and last name?
You
voice.
You're void. You can't enter.
Now we'll know.
Okay. that was my.
It rhymes with.
Huh?
It's AJ Callus, you said?
Yes.
I know it's a yellow, right?
Yeah.
I don't know his first name.
That's close.
That's close. That's close. You get close. We're trying to do that.
Stop using Google.
Better reply to her.
You want to do the Wookiee one now?
Yep. And I do have a question for this.
Any or remodel.
I call it the Hulk Hogan Wookiees for some reason. They look like they have Hulk Hogan mustaches and goatees and all that. But what is the name of the Wookiee commander from Revenge of the Sith? Or is it Captain? I think I saw Wolfpack? Or is it Tarf?
A wiki question. What should you never do to a wiki?
Not let it win.
Close. That's not very good.
Just go back to the Star Wars Holiday special. go back to like Chewbacca's family or something.
Did anybody here listen to our interview with Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Which one?
All three of them. Oh, our latest one, the one with Taylor Gray. Okay. Okay, so who did Freddie say that his wife voices? It's a joke.
He said,
yep, there you go.
I have a general question for you guys, if you're taking questions.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, I watch Wolfpack Podcast every week. I watch Fly Guy and Yak Face. You guys do yours. How do you all prepare every week? Are you just exchanging emails, or are you call each other? I mean, how do you prepare an episode?
I bug them every day. I call them every day. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. I mean, since we're all friends, it's easy to talk about everything. And then we just, we get a little Microsoft Word. You write down what you want to talk about. We talk about it. So
yeah, we just talk through Facebook Messenger, email, and that's
Google
basically.
Docs.
Yeah. Any form of communication right on the internet right now. Basically, that's it.
Here, I got a good question for this giveaway. What's Steve and Jason's other podcast called?
Yeah, or not Steven.
Jason.
Oh,
Let it podcast work, yeah, every week.
Right there, I think.
There's a clue in that word every week.
What a conversation.
No. Close though.
The glasses, is it? The glasses, okay.
Okay.
Glasses.
Wrong recap.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's good, Steve.
Oh, I think so.
That's brain is fine.
And you got it this up.
Yeah, that figure is signed by Ashley Eckstein.
There you go.
Yes.
I just went.
Okay, so we have, well, 2 more card backs here. This is yours. This is Ahsoka, obviously. And you can get this signed by Ashley Eckstein at some point, either today or tomorrow. I think she's done signed for today, but tomorrow you can get this signed if you want. And we also have this card back. This is Poe Dameron from The Force Awakens. So, got one here, made by Logan. Okay, who plays this guy right here? Whoa. Who's this guy?
Anyone who hasn't won anything?
Yeah, right there.
Us, brother.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, chocolate.
Don't tell me you forgot your stuff.
Pull the short stuff.
Pull them out, pull them out.
I didn't even know that.
What? You're the droid guy. Okay, I know who said it earlier.
Hey, guys.
What's Chris's other podcast name or / Facebook page?
The Bad Motivator.
Yeah.
I like the shirt too, R2D2.
So there's one thing that I want to warn you about that particular figure.
Chopper is very violent, and sometimes the bubble just doesn't fall off the card back. But it's a
Snaps
pipe
over.
shell, so it kind of kicks its way out once in a while. So keep it in the star case.
Now, if it does come out, you can just glue it back on. I can't remember the glue.
Rubber cement, please.
Forget it.
Yeah.
It's some type of adhesive. Yeah.
We're just playing it today.
Yeah. Okay.
We're doing it again.
Yeah, this is original trilogy. Okay.
Okay. So you'd be glad you
Okay,
came.
let me just give a really hard question here.
Do it.
Okay. What's Luke Skywalker's Tauntaun's gender?
I saw that. No, right over there. I saw that guy.
Okay, go ahead.
No, the one behind the camera. 3 people behind the camera.
You, yes.
Yeah, you.
Oh, me? You're
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's female, because he said, what was the matter, girl?
There you go. Remember
There you
that.
go.
That's correct.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we have one more. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay, good.
Mike, we're
So far. Okay, Inquisitor.
What's his real name? No, I'm kidding.
Fred.
Okay.
You got it.
Let Dan ask the question.
What did you say, Dan?
He's dead.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. You're right. Who voices?
Got the rebel shirt.
Jason Isaac.
Yep. Okay, who here did not get a Wolfpack pin? If you didn't, raise your hand.
We do have some
Could you guys
extras.
come up real quick? Yeah.
Don't be shy, don't trap
While these guys are getting that. Any other general questions anybody want to ask a bunch of toy geeks?
Who made your shirts?
Who made our shirts? Who made your shirts?
We made the shirts.
Tell them.
Oh, Matilda, yeah, from friends. They came over.
Yeah, she made all the t-shirt designs.
Are you attached, bro?
No, but we bug them consistently.
You have your own toy company?
No, I work for Dorkside Toys, an online toy company.
Okay.
Great website.
Yes.
You guys, did you guys catch the customizing panel over there?
I did, yeah, that's right.
What'd you think of that, the whole customization? Do any of you guys do customs?
I don't personally customize my figures, but I thought it was impressive. I mean, sculpting and stuff, I thought it was really interesting. For sure. Did you attend today as well?
There.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I wanted to ask the question is, how hard did they think it would be to add articulation to, a 5-point figure? Can you actually do it? 'Cause I've seen some customs like the spin.
Sure.
We have a friend that knows how to do that.
But can you use, I wonder if you could use a material, or if you need to have extra parts, or there's got to be some.
Pick different
Okay, so
figures and stuff.
the guy at Customs for the kid, his name is Brian. I would email him because he'll tell you exactly how to do that. He's awesome at it. Is that it for today?
Yep. 5-minute warning.
Keeping track
Does anybody else have any questions?
Yep.
I'm curious what exclusives have you guys picked up? You guys have picked up anything cool?
I got the R2 KT Hot Wheel, the R2 Q5 Pop Vinyl, Sideshow, well, that's not exclusive, but they're tough to get. The cues for them are just adorable. So,
Yeah.
Their lines are really long. Anyone out there got anything cool you guys want to share?
Oh, the window, same problem.
Yeah, they go nice.
Yes.
That line was crazy yesterday.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Sure, right.
I'm loving all the Star Wars t-shirts you have today, by the way. I like you guys. It's fantastic. I like that. The wiki ones. We can add that somewhere. Yes, we're going to add there. The Empire of the
Oh, yeah.
What's your bracelets?
Did you talk about him actually?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, somebody asked the question.
Okay, yeah. Go to Facebook. It's called Star Wars Design. Her name's Matilda. She makes all these shirts for us. They're super cool. Check her out. She's really good at this stuff, and she takes commissions. So, if anybody, yeah. That's pretty much it for today. We gotta start wrapping up. But thank you all for coming out here. And anybody going to the Rebel Season 2 premiere tonight?
I'll try it.
Okay, cool. Now, is anybody going to try to go to the red carpet too? Just a quick warning. It looks like what could happen is you have to choose either or. That's what it's looking like now. So I'd let everybody know because they announced that at the press conference that
They moved it too. They moved the red carpet.
yeah, it's the main
Downstairs.
floor.
That's the main floor now.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for coming.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks.